The Little Green Alien, Season 3, Sequel 4. The sequel is about cognitive bias. Means the intuitive results of a human when collaborating with an AI is falsified or changed by cognitive bias, by filters that the human brain has. So the standard approach is AI gives information into the human in a way the human can understand of a question about a problem. Then the human consumes that and taps its intuition. With the various ways it can tap the intuition and expresses the intuitive outcomes different ways, like language, like feelings, like as ideas, like as music or melodies or noise, like pictures, like logic, like data. And the AI takes that and feeds that back into the network to find a solution based on these new insights. But what's the bias? Biases are like magnets which are pushing or pulling away the result from the center of the intuition to some false or limited intuitions. And that is not intended and not good. So which biases we have? The main bias, one of the main biases, the inside-the-box bias. You tend to think inside the box and don't accept intuition outside of your thinking box. Or you have a belief system and everything that confirms your belief system is good and that does not. Or there is the effect that you have something is good and everything is good about something and the other way around. Or only things that look like you or like your life or like things you like are good and the rest which is different not. Or the beauty bias, where only things that you consider beautiful, mathematically beautiful, or optically beautiful are accepted. Or the stereotyping bias, where you only accept stuff based on your stereotypic understanding. So what can the AI do? First thing, the AI observes the human that is working with. Observes and learns about his biases or her biases. Second thing is it produces data as input, which are as close as possible to this human's way of thinking and don't produce biases. The next one, if there are intuitive results, it always challenges to change the result in this and that direction to find whether that is a biased result or a real stable result. Then the next thing is it takes the intuitive output, which is a conglomerate of all kinds of things, and puts it through filters. For each bias it has a filter and tries to reduce the effect of a bias, or to see if there is effect of a bias. And only then the final result is then given back into the AI network. So that's what the AI can do. What the human can do is it can be playful or must be playful, because intuition needs playfulness. It must put away its story, its I know already, delete that. And then it must observe its mind. Stuff is going on in the mind, things, feelings, thoughts going in circles. So the human doesn't judge, it just observes that and accepts that as a first thing. Second step is the human learns to empty its mind by little tricks like blowing it up, or meditating, or breath techniques, or investigations into who is I, who I am. And so empty the mind and give space for more intuition. Next important thing is the human learns to accept him or herself, love himself, accept himself as he or she is. And then in the theater of the personality, also the locked away parts in the basement of the self, the parts the person doesn't want to see or hear, have to be accepted. The last step is, with all of that, the strong feeling of an I, who I am, gets weaker and foggy and finally disappears to a pure awareness of what is there, which is the best approach for intuition at all. With that, humans are strongly enabled to collaborate with AI.